Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, as you know, in these videos, I try and give out more free value than most paid programs. Okay, so this is going to be another one of those hidden gems where I'm going to be giving out a ton of value. Okay, so make sure you watch it until the end. Now, in this video, we're going to be looking at 7-figure operations. So how you can go from 0 to 100K a month in 5 phases. Now, the reason I'm able to be so confident when I'm saying that is because I've gone through this process myself, these 5 phases, and countless of students who are mentoring are also going through these 5 phases to get up to 100K a month. So it's very simple. I'm 100% confident this works. And these are some phases that you need to implement in your OnlyFans agency to get up to 100K a month. So let's get into it. So we have a systemized 5-phase process that you can use to get any OnlyFans agency from having no models and generating 0 results for their models to being flooded with high quality models and having unlimited traffic with earning maximization systems in place. So super powerful stuff, and let's get right into it. So phase 1 is to build foundational sales assets. So foundational sales assets are essential in an OnlyFans management agency because, of course, as an agency, you need to go out into the market, which of course our market we're targeting is OnlyFans models, and you need to pitch them on why you're the best person or you're the best agency to help them grow their OnlyFans. And that's what you need to sell them on. So to do that, we're going to leverage foundational sales assets because it's going to be less time intensive on our behalf as we've got these foundational sales assets. And of course, when we do outreach and when we do prospecting, our efforts are going to go so much further because of the foundational sales assets. We're going to do a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to selling them on the idea of working with us. So an example of a few of these foundational sales assets are: 1, optimized socials. So of course, having optimized socials and reaching out from them optimized socials to their models is going to increase the chances of you getting models. And in terms of optimization, there's a few things you can do, but it's basically making sure that the account looks like it's an established agency and that you have lots of followers and that you're actually active and you're giving out relevant tips and tricks. The next is to build client attraction asset. So a client attraction asset is essentially just a free piece of value that we go out into the market and offer people in exchange for getting their details. So again, that's going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for us in the sales process, because not only is it just going to be used to get the lead information, but it can also be leveraged to show your authority within the market and to show your knowledge. And of course, that's going to be doing a lot of the battle when it comes to convincing the models that we are the best source for them to reach out to, or the best source to manage their OnlyFans if they want to get growth, because we can then showcase our knowledge, and that's what they're looking for. And next is an optimized website. So there's a few elements of an optimized website. Of course, it goes into a little bit more depth. However, this is very simple. So you have an elevator pitch. It's what you're going into the market offering. So we help X achieve Y by doing Z. You have a niche specific. So the more specific your website is towards an individual niche, so specific towards e-girls, for example, then you're going to get a lot more attraction, a lot more attention from those e-girls that you're reaching out to, because of course you're very specific to them, so you're speaking just to them. Again, you need content. So you have content on your website. Again, it's going to be showcasing the knowledge, your authority, and the value as well. And then book a call to action. So the book call to action is very simply a system that we have in place. So we can do the outreach, and we can also get some inbound leads as well as outbound leads as well. So of course, having a book call to action, it's going to get us some inbound leads coming in, which is going to help, supplement the model acquisition system itself. So that's phase 1, and that's just basically the foundations of getting OnlyFans management agency prepped. And of course, if you have access to templates, plug and plays, my expert help as well within phase 1, you can get this done really quick within a few days. This process does not have to take long at all. Next is phase 2. So phase 2 is crafting the model acquisition system. So the model acquisition system, every OnlyFans agency needs, because you need a consistent flow of models. Otherwise, you haven't got an OnlyFans agency. Okay, and this consistent flow of models is very important because we go through high churn rates within the OnlyFans agency industry, purely based on the niche that we're targeting. So we need to make sure that we're getting lots of models in, so we can actually find the good quality models who will stay with us for the long haul. Now, A few elements of the model acquisition system. First is you need to select an outreach medium. So whether it's Instagram, Twitter, choose an outreach medium that you're going to contact these models on. Next, you want to craft a 7-step follow-up sequence. So we have a 7-step follow-up DM sequence that we go through with the models on social media, which essentially is going to help us get their attention, and it's going to get them interested in our offer. And it's been expertly crafted towards the point that it really just covers all points when it comes to selling our service to them. Next is to develop a lead propagation funnel, so a way that you can go about finding leads on your selected medium. Very important, because you don't want to be spending all your time trying to find the leads to reach out to. That should be a really quick process, and we do that by having our lead propagation funnel fully developed. And next, you can use a tracking sheet to monitor the outreach. So there's a few key elements. So we're tracking open rate KPIs, response rate KPIs, warm lead rate KPIs. They're the important metrics when it comes to an actual the outreach system itself. So they're what we're going to be tracking, and of course we can tweak all the different elements of the model acquisition system to optimize those KPIs. So it's really important that you do track those KPIs, because through time you're going to be able to optimize it to the point where you're getting a 20% lead rate from the models that you outreach to, and that's when you know you've got a really top performing model acquisition system. Next is to install an email follow-up mechanism. So the email follow-up mechanism is very simple. So once we get the lead information from the social, we'll then plug that into the actual email follow-up mechanism. And on the email follow-up mechanism, we have a few emails designed to leverage case studies, to use storytelling sequences to actually get them interested in our services again. So again, it's automation that's just consistently selling the value of them booking in a call with us to help them out and to help them develop their OnlyFans page. And then next we have a book call page. So of course it comes with a confirmation page, confirmation email. So that's the finishing touch. Before we actually get them on a call, we need to make sure that we confirm that with them, so they're going to show up to that call. And that is the basics of the model acquisition system in place. If you have this all in place, you're going to see 20% lead rates, and you're going to be having no issues when it comes to getting models, because everything is optimized to the max. Okay. Next is phase 3. So phase 3 is to launch an account management campaign. So you have foundational account setup. So you have the model onboarded, and then we go through the actual setting up the account management campaign. So set up the account correctly. You need to do wall feed optimization, so making sure that you've got primary posts, secondary posts, which they have different features, which are designed to, of course, maximize our earning potential on the model's OnlyFans page. You have post frequency, post timing on the actual wall feed itself. Then you have pay-per-view optimization. So you have dynamic pricing, pay-per-view frequency, post timing, pay-per-view previews. Of course, you've got pay-per-view captions, just making sure that you're optimizing all rounds when it comes to the wall feed and the pay-per-view. Next, we have sexting optimization, so crafting sexting sets for the audience. Of course, using different softwares to correctly send out sexting sets, having different sexting scripts feed into other sexting scripts, and of course, having chatters in place to actually consistently sell these sexting scripts as well. Next, we have share-for-share implementation, so making sure that we have a consistent share-for-share network being implemented on the model's OnlyFans page in order to use OnlyFans as a promotional medium as well. I know girls who are doing 20k a month just from doing share-for-share implementation in terms of promotion. So of course, building that network is very important. Next, we have supplemental neuro-linguistic programming. So that is kind of the more advanced side of account management. And it's when you're leveraging different tactics in order to basically create obsession in the minds of those subscribers on the model's accounts. And that's what creates the real money. So yes, that's the basics of the account management campaign we briefly just covered. Next is to launch a promotional campaign. So of course, with a promotional campaign, lots of people get confused. And it's the number one thing that when people hop on calls with me, they say, well, I've got no idea what to do. And that's when the actual value of mentorship comes in handy, because you then get step-by-step instructions of what to do to promote a model. So there's no confusion about what you should be doing. You just need to implement steps A to Z, and you're going to achieve Y outcome. Okay, so very simply, you need to make sure you've got the foundations in place. So you've got the proxy set up, you've got the VPNs, you've got multi-account logins, you've got the account structures correct, and you've got promotional deployment on lockdown as well. And then we have used a few different promotional mediums depending on the model. And of course, with the different promotional mediums, we use our 3 different traffic sources. So organic, growth, and paid. And they differ per platform. So for example, on Instagram, we're able to use Instagram Hypervoter, Instagram Mother Slave Method, Instagram Shoutouts, and of course, we're going to be using Instagram Organic as well as other hidden strategies within Instagram. Again, for example, Reddit, you have Reddit upvote combo, which we go into within the program, and then Reddit multi-accounts, and then, of course, there's some other automation softwares you can leverage. Twitter, we have a follow strategy, Twitter retweet strategy, Twitter goodwill posting strategy. Again, we have all these different strategies for all these different platforms that you need to start leveraging if you want to get traffic like this for your models. Now, after correctly implementing the account management campaign and your promotional campaign within these first 4 phases on a model's account, you're already going to be making a lot of money because you've got these systems in place already, and you're actually making tons and tons of money because you're getting lots of traffic, and as well as that, you're also optimizing the traffic that they're getting. Next is kind of the automation and delegation of it all. So there's different elements to it. So actually implementing an organization structure, so you effectively have everything managed, so you don't have to be doing everything. You have outsourced account management, you have outsourced promotion, just essentially delegating everything correctly. You have your agency dashboard. So we have a custom agency dashboard that we built, which allows us to deal with, chatter custom requests. We have caption generators, we have management CRMs, content storage, file accessibility, just everything within this dashboard. So we can very easily manage this agency and keep it really lean and efficient during the growth of it all as well. Next, we have chatter placement. So, having access to a pre-trained pool of OnlyFans chatter virtual assistants is super powerful stuff. Lots of people are trying to figure this stuff out for themselves. However, over the years, I've developed my own private pool of pre-trained OnlyFans virtual assistants. And if you have access to that and you can just make a ticket with your specifications and get a pre-trained OnlyFans virtual assistant plug and played into your model's account, then that's going to be super valuable for you. And that's something we offer within the mentorship program itself. Next, we have hiring standard operating procedures, onboarding standard operating procedures, training standard operating procedures for chatters. We have Slack optimization, so Slack standard operating procedures, Slack channels, Slack automations, Slack custom reporting. Just again, so you can pretty much run everything from like Slack and Notion, and you can keep it really lean and efficient. So you're not having to go all over the place when it comes to keeping up with employees and making sure that your clients are also satisfied as well, and keep it all in one place, nice and isolated. Again, we have some Zapier automations, some content management, some onboardings, some promotional automations, promotional standard operating procedures, account management automatizations, account management standard operating procedures, virtual assistant outsourcing. So pretty much that just covers the actual growth of the agency. So when you want to scale it up to 100K, you're going to need to implement some of this growth factor here. And of course, you've got the basics on lockdown when it comes to, basically crafting the foundations for your agency, getting models into your agency, then of course managing them effectively via account management and also the promotional campaign, and then automating and delegating the whole thing. So you don't have to be doing everything manually. You can then, of course, have that all very automated. So you can just do a few clicks of a button every single day, and most of your agency is running for you, and you're making 100K a month. So super powerful stuff. Now, I hope you watched this video all the way through. If you did, then I really advise you booking a call with myself, because we're going to be breaking down some mind-blowing stuff when it comes to scaling up your OnlyFans management agency. And you do not want to be losing this opportunity, because this opportunity is only going to be around for the next few years for you to actually get into this opportunity. So you need to make sure that you do it as soon as possible, because the sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to have that case study from a model. And when you've got that case study from the model, you can then go out and reach out to other models and get them onboarded really quickly and get them super interested in your agency services. So it is getting more competitive by the day. So make sure you get in now. And if you do get in, make sure you're booking a call. And I'll be speaking with you on that call in terms of how we can actually help you get up to 100K a month in 5 simple phases. All right. So I'll see you guys in the next video.